there, it's Nicole with Life Path Hypnosis, and I wanted to talk a little bit today about between lives regression, which is part of the process of past life regression, and it's also something that we visit in QHHT, Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique. And what it is after we've seen a past life and gone through multiple scenes and got a sense of who that person is, what their strengths and struggles were, what was kind of the challenges and the joys of that lifetime, then we will go follow that soul through your soul through to the end of its death. And then we'll follow it some more and kind of go to a place in between. And this is a place where before you're incarnated again, you have a vantage point where you can look back over the life and really understand the full arc of that life. What was the purpose of it? What was cleared out? What still needs to be worked on maybe in future lives? And also how it relates to your current life. But one of the really cool things that I'm seeing lately more and more during my QHHT sessions especially, but also during just regular past life regressions, is when we get into the between life, people tend to see things as they believed in the life before. So in other words, if that lifetime the person was a devout Christian, then when they pass on, they'll see Christ coming for them, and maybe they'll see themselves in heaven. And then other folks will see things according to whatever their spiritual beliefs were. And there's even kind of a non-denominational for atheists and folks who are agnostic. They tend to see things pretty close to the same as one another, in just sort of this nebulous floating place where they have knowledge of all things. And it doesn't really, I guess, have a denomination in the way that like a Christian would call it heaven, and that would come in with sort of some specific things, angels and Christ consciousness, things like that. Whereas the folks that didn't have a strong belief in any direction have a tendency to see it more as just something that this place, some people call it the void, some people call it just this nondescript kind of place, but that makes it sound scary and undesirable. But they always have a feeling of all-knowingness, of this omniscience, and it's a place where they're aware that they're going to be holding space while they kind of grow and regroup from the past life that they've been in and do some planning for whatever their soul path is for the future. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that there's this theme that I'm seeing of differences, and lately, how can we all go to different places when we die? But lately I've been getting information in my sessions from folks when they're in that between life place that really just says that it's based on the beliefs of the life before, that really in essence it's all the same source. However, it's conceptualized according to what's most comfortable for the person who's passing on. Your beliefs from the life, especially if they're really strong faith-based beliefs like religions, will create the space that or at least the way you perceive the space between lives. So that's something that also relates to some folks that I've read information who do a lot of astral projection and leaving the body, having out-of-body experiences in a conscious way, and also some folks who have near-death experiences and come back. There's some of those ideas that are filtering through in those people's experiences as well, that what they see afterwards is based on what they believed in their life. So I just wanted to pass that on because I kind of that was a cool concept that I'm not sure how prevalent that is out there. So take that for what you will. I find it comforting to think that hopefully the more open I am, the more I'll be able to perceive whatever comes, but also that when I pass on from this life, that there'll just be things will feel comfortable to me. They'll be based around my world beliefs, around what's comfortable and acceptable for me when I pass. And who knows, maybe in time that might fade and change, and maybe everybody does eventually end up sort of perceiving the same thing. That I don't know, but I can just say that the information I'm getting in my sessions really points to this concept-based between lives, where you see what's best for you, what works for you, what's comfortable for you. So I thought that was cool, wanted to share it. Thank you for listening.